Shaeeda and Bilal at the center of the drama. In a jaw-dropping moment, Shaeeda agreed to sign Bilal's prenuptial agreement, a decision that has left fans and castmates stunned. The prenup has been a contentious topic in their relationship, highlighting deep-rooted trust issues, cultural differences, and fears of the future. As the couple navigates the final days leading to their wedding, this decision has marked a turning point in their journey, leaving audiences questioning what lies ahead for their fragile relationship. Shaeeda, a 37-year-old yoga instructor from Trinidad and Tobago, met Bilal, a 42-year-old real estate investor from Kansas City, online. Their whirlwind romance quickly turned serious, leading Bilal to propose. However, from the moment Shaeeda arrived in the United States on a K-1 visa, their relationship has been fraught with challenges. One of the most contentious issues between the couple has been Bilal's insistence on a prenuptial agreement. While Bilal claims the prenup is necessary to protect his children and assets, Shaeeda has viewed it as a lack of trust in their relationship. "For me, marriage is about love and partnership," Shaeeda said in an earlier episode. "A prenup feels like planning for a divorce before we even begin." Bilal, however, was unwavering in his stance. "I've worked hard for what I have, and I need to make sure my kid's future is secure," he explained. It's not about not trusting Shaeeda, it's about being practical. As the wedding day approached, the tension between Shaeeda and Bilal reached a boiling point. During a heated conversation, Bilal presented Shaeeda with an ultimatum: sign the prenuptial agreement or the wedding would be called off. "I don't want to pressure you," Bilal said, though his tone suggested otherwise. "But this is something I need to feel secure in this marriage." Shaeeda, visibly hurt, responded, "You're asking me to put aside my feelings and sign something that makes me feel like an outsider in your life. How is that fair?" The conversation ended with Shaeeda storming out, leaving fans wondering if the couple would make it to the altar. Shaeeda turned to her family and friends for guidance. Her best friend, Aaliyah, was adamantly against the prenup. "This is not how marriage is supposed to start," Aaliyah said during a video call. "If he truly loves you, he wouldn't need you to sign anything." However, Shaeeda's mother offered a more pragmatic perspective. "Marriage is about compromise, my daughter," she said. "If this is important to him, maybe you can negotiate terms that protect you as well." Taking her mother's advice to heart, Shaeeda decided to revisit the prenup and explore whether it could be amended to include her own priorities. Shaeeda and Bilal sat down with a mediator to discuss the prenuptial agreement. "I'm willing to sign the prenup," Shaeeda began, "but I have conditions of my own." Bilal looked surprised but intrigued. "Okay, I'm listening," he said cautiously. Bilal, initially hesitant, eventually agreed to the modifications. "I can respect that," he said. "This shows me that you're thinking about our future together, not just the present." Shaeeda took time to reflect on her decision. "This isn't how I imagined starting my marriage," she said in a confessional. "But I also know that relationships require compromise. If signing this document brings us closer and gives us both peace of mind, maybe it's worth it." On the day she was set to finalize her decision, Shaeeda sat down with Bilal in their living room. "I've decided to sign the prenup," she said, her voice steady but emotional. "Not because I agree with it, but because I love you and I want us to move forward." Bilal, visibly moved, reached for her hand. "Thank you," he said softly. "This means a lot to me." With the prenup signed, the couple seemed to be on track for their wedding. However, lingering doubts remain about whether this agreement will impact their relationship in the long term. In a teaser for the next episode, Shaeeda is seen questioning whether she made the right decision. "I signed the prenup, but I can't shake this feeling that I gave up a piece of myself," she confesses. Bilal, on the other hand, appears more optimistic. "We've overcome a major hurdle," he says. "Now we can focus on building our life together." The saga of Shaeeda and Bilal highlights the complexities of modern relationships, where love often intersects with legalities, finances, and personal values. For Shaeeda, signing the prenup was a difficult but necessary step in proving her commitment to Bilal. For Bilal, it was an opportunity to demonstrate flexibility and a willingness to meet his partner halfway. As their journey continues, one thing is clear: The road to happily ever after is rarely smooth, but it's the willingness to face challenges together that defines true love. However, Bilal and Shaeeda's tumultuous relationship took another unexpected turn. This time, Bilal's decision to test Shaeeda's loyalty backfired, leaving both partners questioning their future together. The controversial moment unfolded in one of the most emotional episodes of the season, drawing strong reactions from fans and reigniting debates about trust, boundaries, and the role of tests in relationships. What started as a seemingly harmless gesture turned into an incident that could have lasting consequences for the couple, as Bilal found himself on the receiving end of the hurt he inadvertently caused. Since their debut on the show, Bilal and Shaeeda's relationship has been defined by its power dynamics and contrasting personalities. Bilal, a successful real estate investor from Kansas City, prides himself on being cautious and methodical. Shaeeda, a yoga instructor from Trinidad and Tobago, approaches life with spontaneity and heart. From Bilal's infamous test, upon Shaeeda's arrival in the U.S., when he picked her up in a rundown van to gauge her reaction, to his insistence on a prenuptial agreement, his actions have often been seen as controlling. Shaeeda, on the other hand, has been vocal about wanting a relationship built on trust and respect, free from manipulative tactics. Bilal admitted that lingering doubts about Shaeeda's loyalty prompted him to orchestrate another test. "I've been burned in the past," Bilal explained. "I just want to make sure that Shaeeda is with me for the right reasons, not for what I have." Bilal's plan involved a staged scenario where a friend, posing as a wealthy admirer, would attempt to charm Shaeeda and gauge her reaction. Bilal hoped to confirm her commitment to him, but failed to consider the emotional consequences of his actions. The test unfolded during what Shaeeda thought was a casual outing with Bilal and some of his friends. The admirer, Bilal's friend Marcus, was introduced as a successful entrepreneur. From the moment Marcus entered the conversation, he turned his attention to Shaeeda, complimenting her appearance and engaging her in flirtatious banter. "You're absolutely stunning," Marcus said, flashing a charming smile. "Bilal's a lucky man." Shaeeda, visibly uncomfortable, attempted to deflect the compliments. "Thank you, but I'm here with my fiancé," she replied, glancing at Bilal for support. Bilal, however, remained silent, observing the interaction with a stoic expression. Shaeeda's discomfort grew. When he suggested they exchange contact information to discuss yoga business opportunities, Shaeeda firmly declined. "I appreciate the offer, but I don't think that's appropriate," she said. "Bilal is my partner, and I'm committed to him." Despite her clear boundaries, Bilal later accused Shaeeda of entertaining Marcus's advances. "You were too friendly with him," Bilal said during a private conversation. "I needed to see how you'd handle that kind of situation." Shaeeda, stunned by his accusation, responded with anger and hurt. "You set this up?" she asked, her voice trembling. "Do you have any idea how humiliating that was for me? Testing my loyalty like I'm some kind of gold digger." The confrontation escalated as Shaeeda expressed her frustration with Bilal's lack of trust. "I've left my family, my friends, my entire life to be with you," she said, tears streaming down her face. "How much more do I need to prove myself?" Bilal, realizing the impact of his actions, attempted to apologize. "I didn't mean to hurt you," he said. "I just needed to be sure." Shaeeda shook her head. "If you don't trust me by now, you never will. And if that's the case, why are we even doing this?" The episode sparked a firestorm of reactions on social media, with many fans criticizing Bilal for his manipulative behavior. "Testing your partner like that is a recipe for disaster," one viewer tweeted. "Shaeeda deserves better." Another fan wrote, "Bilal's insecurities are going to ruin this relationship. If you can't trust someone, don't marry them." However, some viewers sympathized with Bilal, citing his past experiences. "Bilal has been hurt before, and he's just trying to protect himself," a commenter argued. "It's not right, but it's understandable." In a solo confessional, Bilal admitted that his actions may have crossed a line. "I thought I was protecting my heart," he said. "But in doing so, I hurt the person I care about most. I need to figure out how to rebuild the trust I've broken." Shaeeda, meanwhile, reflected on the challenges of their relationship. "I love Bilal, but I can't keep proving myself over and over," she said. "Trust is the foundation of any relationship, and without it, we have nothing." The episode ended with Bilal and Shaeeda sitting down for a heartfelt conversation about their future. "I know I've made mistakes," Bilal said, taking Shaeeda's hand. "But I want us to work through this. I love you, and I don't want to lose you." Shaeeda, while still hurt, expressed a willingness to move forward on one condition. "This has to stop," she said firmly. "No more tests, no more games. If we're going to make this work, it has to be based on mutual trust and respect." Bilal agreed, promising to focus on building a healthier, more honest relationship. The fallout from Bilal's loyalty test served as a stark reminder of the importance of trust in relationships. While Bilal's intentions may have been rooted in self-preservation, his actions underscored the dangers of letting fear dictate behavior. As the couple moves forward, fans are eager to see whether they can overcome this latest hurdle and build a stronger foundation for their future. Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to my channel. I am Amelia. Hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel.